So, Game Pass. Everyone's favorite Netflix for gaming, right? You pay a little monthly fee, you get a massive library, and boom, you're gaming like a king. Sounds perfect. But is it? Because underneath that convenience, there's a growing concern, a loud, messy, and honestly kind of terrifying conversation happening in the background. Developers are calling it unsustainable. Some are saying it's quietly devaluing games. Studios are getting shut down. AAA titles are flopping. So today, we're gonna dive deep. We're gonna rant. We're gonna praise, and we're gonna criticize. Because we need to ask the question a lot of people are afraid to ask. Is Game Pass quietly killing the gaming industry? Let's get into it. When Game Pass launched, I'll be honest, I loved it. And I still do in some ways. I mean, let's be real here. $10, $20 a month to access hundreds of games? First-party titles day one? Indies? Retro? AAA blockbusters? Come on, that's gaming heaven on paper. I don't have to drop $70 to try a game anymore. I just download it, play for 10 minutes, and if it's not my thing, I move on. No buyer's remorse. No wasted cash. For players, it's awesome. Even devs were praising it in the beginning. Indie creators especially saw it as a golden ticket. Free marketing, huge exposure, instant access to millions of gamers. Some said Game Pass saved their projects from obscurity. But fast forward to 2024, 2025, and that golden ticket? Yeah, it's starting to look a lot like a ticking time bomb. Let's start with the developers. Lately, they've been getting louder and angrier. I'm talking about respected names too. Not randos on Reddit. Just a few weeks ago, Rafael Colantonio, the creative mind behind Dishonored, said, quote, "Game Pass is unsustainable, that it's great for players in the short term, but it's slowly damaging the industry from the inside out." He basically said that Microsoft is propping the whole thing up with infinite cash, and when that faucet slows down or dries up, everything collapses. And he's not alone. You've got indie devs on forums like Famaboards and Reset Era saying things like, "Our game launched on Game Pass. Big numbers for a week. But after that, sales dried up. Dead silence." Let's talk numbers. Microsoft claims Game Pass is profitable, and that might technically be true. But what they don't talk about is what they're not counting in that equation. According to insiders, Game Pass's profitability doesn't include development costs from Xbox Game Studios. So yeah, Game Pass might be pulling in money. But if you factor in the fact that Xbox is spending hundreds of millions to develop and publish first-party titles, like Starfield, which cost over $400 million, then you start to wonder, is it sustainable? Or is this just another Silicon Valley-style burn rate fantasy? Spend now, dominate later, figure out the money stuff eventually? And the thing is, it's not just about Microsoft. Other studios are watching. Publishers like Ubisoft, Take-Two, even EA, none of them are putting their biggest AAA blockbusters on Game Pass day one anymore. Why? Because the money just isn't there. Here's where it gets psychological. Game Pass changes how we play games. We've moved from ownership to access. And that sounds great until you realize, when you don't pay for a game, when you don't commit to it, your brain treats it like it doesn't matter. You try a game, it doesn't immediately blow you away in 5 minutes? Gone. Uninstalled. Next. There's no emotional buy-in. No need to push through a tough start or a slow intro. No need to connect with it. This buffet model, it trains players to consume, not to immerse. That's bad news for developers trying to build rich, meaningful games. Especially those that take time to get going, like RPGs, strategy games, or narrative-heavy indies. Suddenly, everything needs to be a viral hook. Everything needs to grab attention instantly, or die. So yeah, people played the game, but they didn't buy it. They didn't invest in it. They didn't care. And that's becoming a pattern. And look at what's happening to Xbox's own studios. You think Game Pass is a guaranteed win for devs under Microsoft? Nope. 2024 was brutal. Xbox shut down Arkane and Tango Gameworks, AlphaDog, even after putting out critical darlings like Hi-Fi Rush. And do you know what execs said? These games didn't meet Game Pass engagement targets. So let me get this straight. You launch a creative, beloved, completed game like Hi-Fi Rush. It gets great reviews, fans love it, but because it doesn't drive enough subscribers or engagement hours, you kill the studio? What happened to celebrating quality? What happened to giving developers the space to create without chasing some spreadsheet-driven metric? To be fair, Game Pass isn't the only problem. Former Square Enix execs have said, Hey, AI disruption, Roblox, Fortnite, the whole live service takeover, they're all part of this industry shift. The problem is bigger than just Game Pass, but Game Pass is absolutely accelerating the problem. It's pushing the industry toward a model where games must succeed instantly, creativity is a risk, long-term investment is punished, and everyone's chasing the same damn trends just to survive the algorithm. It's not about selling games anymore. It's about selling time, engagement, data, subscriptions. So is Game Pass killing the gaming industry? Not directly, but it's reshaping it, and not necessarily in ways that help developers or preserve creativity. It's great for players until the games start feeling shallow, rushed, or samey. It's great for discoverability until your favorite studios get shut down. It's great for business until the business model starts cannibalizing itself. Game Pass isn't evil, but if it becomes the only way we experience games, that's when we're in trouble. I want to hear from you. Are you a Game Pass fan? Have you discovered amazing games through it? Or are you starting to see the cracks? Have you felt that burnout? That disposable feeling? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe if this kind of deep dive gaming content is your thing. And hey, if you really want to support games you love, maybe consider buying one once in a while. Support the devs, keep the creativity alive.